Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the UConn Huskies offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the crowd starting to rise up on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Parker. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe little shovel pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the run, it's McGowan. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's McGowan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed over the middle, it's McGowan. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle, it's Burton. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Finds a man on the left. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Catch in the middle, it's Tyler. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw, it's Locklear. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Finds a man in the middle. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. The Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're going to throw it on third and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy's strength.
Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Quick strike complete. And the Blue Devils pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Now rolling to the left.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
Keeps looking downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Locklear. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver. The ball and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Huskies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Gonna swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
Touchdown, UConn! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He'll do it himself. Powers through the defender. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Locklear. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there and on 3rd down, and I need that yardage. I can go to him, and he'll get the 1st down when it comes.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UConn offense goes back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's McGowan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tall hill to climb here, 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. Off the play fake. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Slithers into space.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your 2 Blue Devils will take over.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Got enough for the first. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. But it's a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Here comes the 2-point try. He'll keep it himself. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point try fails, and the lead remains 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. Makes the catch. It's Little. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming.
Oh, he's got some space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Makes the catch. Runs through the tackle. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make it. Or shake a tackle, not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's McGowan. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Dropping back, it's Locklear. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Moore. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Temple sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Philly. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Burton. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.